Hello everybody, they call me Muse and I welcome you back to Dishonored, Death of the Outsider, where we found our way into places in the past that we shouldn't be in. And we're going to shuffle around them and get into trouble as we try and find a way to free Dowd.
Through fire is to keep us away, but burn yourself. All light, tough flesh, tough burning flesh.
Well, that'll teach you, won't it?
We saw them from here, sour with fear. They carry scratched bones, carved wood.
Okay, we heard that dialogue before.
No use.
We're still in hostile territory. A painting of the Outsider, can we steal it?
Hamburgers. Where am I gonna get that? Maybe the incantation will work with just...
It does look as though it's got a glowing outline around it, as though we might be able to snatch it. But maybe not when it's up here. Yeah. Might have to steal it later. So, do we go this way, maybe?
Bone charms, parlor tricks, and a handful of potions.
We got options.
With the void.
That door opens, good. Bone charm's still nearby, so one we found downstairs is not the one that we were initially warned about, I don't think. Those doors are for authorized peeps.
You up for a beer later?
And that door is blocked but breakable.
Jump from a cliff when I told her she was going to die soon.
What's all this racket? What was that?
What?
Okay, we can't break it. It seems with violence.
I thought I saw someone right here. Let's check the place just in case.
Now everyone down below is on alert. But I think that's fine. It seems like nobody downstairs is able to come up here. Or willing to come up here. Yeah, there is someone in there though now. Were they in there before? Maybe?
Is someone asking for trouble?
No. No one's asking for trouble, friend.
You asked for it.
Okay, maybe we did.
You think you're so... You're not so proud now.
Maybe that's fine. We can exploit the fact that nobody downstairs is able to make their way up here. Although that said,
Show yourself. Coming here was a very bad idea.
yeah, folks are on alert.
Come get your feet.
Okay. Maybe we failed to use top stealth there. We've got a hook mine. Hook mines. Grab an enemy, drag them towards the mine. A non-lethal mine will stun an enemy, and a lethal one will kill them. Enemies or objects snagged by hook mines can be released by striking them with your sword or a thrown object. Okay. Defeat the brute. A mighty powerful bone charm. The reward for beating the brute. Well, we'll try and steal that if we can.
I once knew a kid who said his bone charm would make bullets bounce off his skin. He shot himself in the stomach and died a day later.
Oops.
Good riddance.
Agility. Increases your jump height and distance. No, that's just amazing. That is staying on our thing forever, I imagine. It would be nice if I could see through walls.
Hello.
But alas. Because I do fear that there are enemies out there. We can get into the next room. So that's good. Where there's just one man? Oh no. I think I saw a second person down the stairs. There's a second person. Maybe I didn't see someone. Oh yeah, I did. Okay. People everywhere.
Christ, that's the part I always mix up. What I wouldn't give to see my new bosses on their knees before Brianna. Or even Delilah
Cool.
herself.
There we go. Delilah, that was her name. Now, can we do that same trick again? Oh, there's two of them there. But if that one turns right, then maybe we can drop on this one. There's also the one who's going up and down the stairs. Are you going to turn anywhere? Maybe not.
I'll be damned. I'll paint my nails. I'll grind your skull into a very fine powder and drink it with tea.
Okay. Do we need to time it just right before we can parry them? Maybe. Cool. Doesn't look as though anyone is coming all the way up from down those stairs, otherwise they would have probably spotted that first person by now. Now, how do we climb back up before? There we go. Guess we should be okay leaving people on the pipes. Maybe it's better to leave them on the pipes than back in this room, because although it doesn't look as though anyone's coming in that room, people could potentially get revived if they are spotted in there. I don't want to leave someone on the pipe though and then have them slip off. But let's see. Yeah, you stay there, friend. Now, what happened to our man who was going up and down the stairs? Maybe he was only in here because of all the kerfuffle.
Huh? Who opened this door?
No one opened this door. We might have been spotted. We were spotted, in fact. There's no might about it. Come on then. Dropped off bets at your place. I dropped the betting coin in the safe and hid your apartment key in the bucket by the door. If you forget the combination, tally the books over your desk. Is that the apartment that we were in before? Tally the books over your desk.
You asked for it.
Oh god. We did ask for it, I suppose. And this one's got a letter to a friend about them. Okay. Yeah, don't do black magic. It says Adela. Someone else is looking for us. If we have to choke out the entire place, we'll do it. I wonder if it's going to be hostile now if we go back downstairs. Or if going downstairs is going to be fine. So you're going back down. Can we catch up with you? And deal with you? We'll continue to grow our little pile of snoozers. And what's going on in here? Much of anything? Broken glass. Would that make a noise if we walked on it? Maybe. About electrical burst. That's just about the stun darts. Yeah, don't lick the stun darts or you'll wake up with no eyebrows. Now what? A letter to Alma. From Rory. So Rory didn't want to leave the gang. What we got here? Dead overseers. You're investigating it. And hook mines. We'll grab those for sure. Looks like a blueprint that we can't do much with. And then we can climb up here. We can get a good look at a room with some dags.
Just when I thought I might relax a little.
That's the white dag that we're supposed to be taking out.
We should get a longer break. Account of my bad feet, you know? We should be able to complain to something.
Now, if it's like previous games, killing animals doesn't break pacifism. Okay, I'm glad I checked that. I just had a quick peek, and it turns out that there is no pacifist achievement for the game as a whole. There is one for doing one level pacifist, but not one for the game in general.
If that was lunch, then I'm a filthy blood fly. And that's all I'm going to say about it.
So, yeah, we'll kill people if we have to. I'm going to try not to, in general, but there isn't like a chaos meter like in the previous games. So we don't have to worry about being high or low chaos. It's just a matter of personal preference more than anything. Now, when it says bone charm nearby, doesn't necessarily mean on this floor, does it? Is opening that door again going to alarm anyone? I'd like someone to come through and then move part way up the corridor, ideally. But maybe no one cares this time. Because all the people that were close to this door are now unconscious. Ah, there's my bone charm. It's a corrupt one. Splintering bolts. Shots deal more damage, but bolts always break on impact. I could probably use that if I was going for lethal shots on people. Did that attract attention? Seems like no. Oops. Just wanted to steal all of your coin. Ah, there's a note there. Blank betting slip. Okay. Bet on the brute to kill. Okay. Is that all that we had? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it looks like we've choked out most of the ground floor. So that's nice. There's a man. Curious if he's going to move anywhere or if he'll hear me sneaking. He didn't hear me. Wonderful. Into the room he goes. He might have been the man who was in this place at one point. Certainly no one in here now that we have to worry about. Tasty food though. Grab that. Ah!
Wait. It's made out of rats. Ugh.
Wasn't destroying this one of our missions? I believe it was. So the contract, the recipe might be around here somewhere. Doesn't seem to be anyone in the next room, so that's cool.
Only at the Spectre Club. I wonder if that's a private club for eyeless members.
Maybe. Black Bone Charm. What we got? Lucky Jam. Enemy pistols have a better chance of misfiring. Go on then. We've not exactly been the stealthiest person so far. Ah, Plagued Spirit Bull Rat Liquor. That's part of the contract, isn't it? There we go. Industrial espionage complete. Now we just need to burn the dog and then our contracts are sorted. Ah, that's a shortcut. Okay. So we could have got in this way for 100 coins. But then, would this have been hostile? I'm not sure. Because this was definitely hostile the way that we snuck up. Maybe we would have been allowed in that bar, but anywhere further down would have been off limits. And then that final room is definitely off limits. So, who saw me and how far out are they coming? They don't appear to want to come over. Yeah, there we go, we've got someone in there. This is the other side of that door, okay. It's two folks.
Hello?
Problem solved. Now we'll get back some dart gun shots. Wonderful. So you can come with us and possibly join the pile upstairs, although I don't think we need to be too cautious about where we hide people right now because we're running out of opponents upstairs. We got Jeanette's key. It's the key for the device. And a new bone charm, perhaps. Power slash. Greater damage with our sword, but our sword attacks are slower. We're going to try and avoid sword combat, so I don't think that's required. You sit there, friend. Oh, that's where the dogs are. That's the white one that needs to be burned. How are we going to do that? Use for hag pearls. Use them to distract your enemies. Non-lethal, near-silent projectiles. They deal no damage. They can distract enemies. Once upgraded, you can charge a shot and aim for the head to knock a target unconscious. Interesting. So do we need to find an incinerator? Is that how we're going to deal with White Dog? There we go. There's a boiler. Although we can't seem to throw it in there as such. Yeah, why don't you go in the boiler, you silly dog? Maybe that's not the answer. But yeah, that's burning shit. Or at least it would be. If we'd been able to put our wolfhound in there. Are we supposed to drop it in through the top? Doesn't look like it. Aha. Plan B. Flammable liquid. Dog. White hound burned. Wonderful. We completed our contracts. Now it's time to head back downstairs and see if it's still hostile down here. Or if it's neutral. I think it's still hostile, just because it's not said otherwise. There's only a handful of people left, though.
Come back here. Let her escape. I'll grind your soul
Okay,
down.
they've spotted me.
Find powder and drink it with tea. Too late to flee. How do you want to die?
Oops.
Send her back.
I didn't realise someone could see me choking out the boxer, but it's pretty reasonable that that was deemed a hostile action.
What's going on?
Let me help you.
Alright, so they're all looking around because they've heard something. That might help us if it moves them out of position a bit. Although the fact that the lad in the ring is looking this way doesn't help us, really. She's gone into that side room. That could be good for us.
Looks like she got away. Good riddance.
Oh, I'm so glad you're back.
You know what? Heck it. That works. Any loot? Whalebone. Good. Now, did we leave any food down here? Just a smidge. Ooh, spring razors. Bit lethal, but that's fine. That should just leave the one who's thrown hands over near the punching bag. Ah, it's more plague spirit. Okay. We'll deal with that momentarily. I think the contract's already complete, but it probably can't hurt. Poked around and found the big reward bone charm stashed upstairs. Okay, so Jeanette Lee was in charge of operations, possibly. But that's everyone knocked out, I think. And all of the plagued rat spirit dealt with. It's probably time to free Dowd. Power suppressor. Don't know how it works. It keeps the brute under control and in the pit. When I got my money's worth, our leaders will want to eyeball him. If he gets out, he'll kill us all, so don't turn off the machine. Hello, old friend. Oh, no, never mind. There he is. Hello, old friend.
Lurk, I knew you'd seek me out one day. I didn't think it would be like this.
You were hard to find. How did you end up here?
So let's talk somewhere else. The Eyeless have more secrets than you know.
I've got a ship. or what's left of it. The Dreadful Whale. It's docked below the Akantila repair station. Dowd,
Say whatever you want to say, Billy. That you're here now is enough. I need your help.
like old times?
Those days are gone. This is something bigger. One last job.
I can do it. Who's the mark?
The one responsible for it all. The cults. The black magic. This mark on my hand. We're gonna kill the black-eyed bastard himself.
What? You want to kill the outsider? You want to kill God?
He's nicked the painting.
I finally find him, and the old man's got me jumping right back into this occult shit. Dowd can explain himself back on the Dreadful Whale.
No way out. We've got them.
Oh,
Good job, boys. Whiskey's on me tonight.
the guards. The guards are approaching. And there's no way out. So, think fast. What do we do? Are they going to burst down the stairs? Is there no way out? I don't think there is any other way out, you know. Also, did we leave any more electrical darts lying around up here? It's probably worth double checking. Okay, I'm not seeing any. Ah, we can sneak out this door. That would at least put us closer to the entrance. But if the guards are out there... Yeah, they are. Okay, they're just chilling. Maybe we're fine.
Better have a look.
What's happening now?
You've been found guilty of standing in my way.
That's rude.
No mercy!
Oh, no, this is the stairs that we can't go up. Oops.
Better search the apartment thoroughly.
Okay, so that was incautious. Now it looks like the guards are actually in the building this time. Which is interesting. So maybe we can lure one of them in. Yeah, there's one. Are you on your own, friend? Oh.
Hey, who are you? Stop! Die! Die!
Cool, that's two down. Okay, that guy just blatantly saw me. That's fine.
End of the road for you!
Oh,
Let me...
there we go. Cool, so we can drink whilst we're choking people out. That's good. Cost us a health potion, but we've taken them all down. That might be it. I don't think there were too many guards out here. That eyeless was killed by guards. That's not my fault. That person's just sweeping and hoping that no one will notice them. And then we got this apartment again. So what does the clue say? Books above the desk, I think. How many books we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 451. I should have guessed it's 451 because it's the first safe in the game. They love their 451. Silver dust, loads of coin. silver cameo, a pouch, a blood amber snuff box. Basically, a buttload of coin. We love it. Now let's head back out. Are the guards out here at all, or is it just the ones we left snoring earlier? Yeah, it looks as though we're going to be safe to get back to the whale. No, never mind. You want some? Well, have some of this. Now, who's next? Piss.
What was that?
I really need some sort of mystical abilities that let me see where enemies are. Or I just need to stop throwing myself into situations without any thought. But, I mean, come on. There's 3 of them. They're all hiding up there somewhere. There's no clue right now that they're there. So I think it's only Bear that I got caught there. I'm not a complete idiot. It was just being mean and not telling me what our options were. I don't know if it's worth choking them out. They might have like 50 coin about their person.
Selfish in streets, whited eyes and tongues, delicious food. Leave them guards rest to eat.
Guard there. Still no clue as to where the rest are. But someone said, huh. Maybe if I'd come up this way, I would have been better off. But how did they spot me before when I was all the way down the stairs? Was it because I made a noise flumping off the pipe?
I'm hungry.
Or are they planning on coming through here at some point?
Always get these shifts. And a week's wages.
Yeah,
This
hello.
is the worst assignment.
I just haven't finished my shift. And I can
Piss.
put my feet up.
Damn it. I need to pee.
Can we lure one of them out?
Give me a second. I'll take a look real quick.
If it's a rat, kill it. Will ya?
Anyone here? Show yourself.
You haven't seen shit. You might have seen shit. But we got away with that, I feel. The old distracto kill saves the day. Well, not kill. Piss. Didn't realise she'd come down. She's got a gun. That's unfortunate.
Keep your distance. She's get away.
Piss. Piss.
She's wounded! Let's finish her!
So. You.
You finally know your place.
Big. I failed to parry. Game's a bit tricky without magic powers, you know? What if we just try and get around them? Not a lot else we can do from up here, though, is there? That guy's strolling over. Is he going to see us? Yeah.
You can't stay hidden forever.
Probably could.
Hey, you! Come here! You're dead!
Ow. Stop that.
Kneel down to your betters. She's
Okay.
dead.
Yeah, she is. Jesus. It's not going well. I just want to get to the fun part of the game where we've got magical powers and such. You know, the actual gimmick of the game. But yeah, we could have got away with things with the old bottle trick if we'd known where everyone else was going to be. Cool. That's got someone's attention.
Alright, let me take a look around.
But that's led him round the corner, perhaps. Piss.
You aren't going anywhere. I'll be wiping off your blood later. She's dead.
That strategy had promise. I just poorly executed it because I jumped in the wrong window. He'll turn around.
Wait here.
Oh.
Just checking something.
Okay, did he spot the bodies? Well, he can join them. That actually worked out fine then. After a fashion. Had to improvise a bit. That should get the attention of another, who's going to come out and look the other way. Yep, there she goes. Last one has seen me. Okay. It's fine. We got the job done. It only took us a handful of tries. I probably need to get better at the sneaking thing if we want to succeed on the harder missions. But I'm shaking off the rest. I've also not played a Dishonored game in some time. So basically, I've got all sorts of excuses as to why I've sucked so hard on this mission. But I'm going to run out of those excuses when we get onto the next one. Back to the whale. There we go. We killed 3 hostiles. So dogs do count as kills. And we were extremely unstealthy. That's fine. All the bone charms, most of the coins. Didn't get the one painting that was available though. Was that the outsider painting? It can't have been because Dowd ran off with that. We must have missed a painting somewhere down the line. That's a shame. And then we got both our contracts done, so we're going to have plenty of cash. And we did rob the safe belonging to the bookmaker, because of course we did.
When I first caught sight of Dowd, I was just a broken kid, staying alive out of spite. He cut the throats of 3 men without making a sound, leaving only blood and death in his wake. I don't know what I was hoping for when I followed him that night, but he shared his strange magic with me. And more than that, his skill, his time, his trust, and sometimes his secrets. Now he's not the man he was. Here in his final days, he's got wounds that won't ever heal and regrets as sharp as mine. I know how much that carves you up inside, but I found him, and he wants me to help him make up for a lifetime of sins by killing a god. The Abbey teaches us that the outsider preys on weakness, that the void is the source of doubt, heresy, and suffering, that the outsider is to blame for all our ills. Who knows? Maybe they're right. The same dream. My arm hacked away, my eye hollow and burning. It still aches. Let's hope it's not some kind of omen.
Let me tell you something about the void, Billy Lark. It touches the minds of the dreaming and the dying alike. And sometimes, dreams can only tell you what you wanted to forget.
I know who you are. Why are you here? What do you want from me?
People usually want something from me.
What in the void?
But you don't want my mark, do you, Billy? So I will return something you lost.
Wait, what are you?
We got pie-faced.
The world was wounded around you. And you carry the scars. You will never be the same. I wonder if you'll like them.
What did he do to me? Of course he shows up now. Shit! Shit! He took my arm! And my face! Is it because of the dreams? Or Daud?
Took my arm? Took my face? That doesn't sound promising in the slightest. Well, I guess we should go and speak to Daud and find out just what the hell's going on. But that is going to have to wait until next time. So until then, thanks for watching, friends.